Hello everybody, you're back with Shirley Wiseman and I'm showing you how to embellish a Christmas stocking. I've got two here that I'm working on, one I've finished and one I'm working on for my two grandbabies. You can use this same process pretty much if you wanted to decorate a shirt, clothing items, because I do use fabric paint. I'm not sure about the glitter though, how that would wash, but these are stockings for Christmas, so they're not going to be washed. But let me show you the finished product, and I'll show you the one we're working on. Okay, so this one is for my grandbaby Zeb, and I got a stocking, and this is what the whole stocking looks like. Okay, and then I took some fabric paint, and I use white. You can use different colors. But I put it on the snowflakes, I put it around the bear, the gift. You can do it however you like. I like to outline it. I wrote its name on it. And then I sprinkled different, so I do one color at a time. Start with, it doesn't matter which color you want to use, but you'd want to put all your paint on one color to start with, outline it, then sprinkle your glitter on and let it dry for a couple of hours. Then you're going to pour your glitter off and save it because you might want to reuse it. And then you have a wonderful Christmas gift here. So let me show you what we're working on. Okay, this is, well, you can see it sort of. I'm checking the camera here. So there's all the glitter on it. So what I've done is outlined all the blue. And we're going to dump it off. And you just want to gently get it all off. And I didn't think that snowflake was going to turn out. It looks like a mess when you're doing it. So his name is Liam. That kind of looks like Siam, actually. My L, I was trying to do kind of fancy cursive. Didn't look too good. But it's set, so there's not much to, can't read, no redoing it. These snowflakes were a little difficult, but it looks like they turned out okay. And you just want to gently make sure that you can see. You might not be able to see everything I'm doing here. Okay, gently knock off all the glitter. Okay, because then we're going to apply some more fabric paint and do our next color. And here I got some kind of little spot. You can kind of get it off a little bit. And we're missing a little bit, something happened there on that snowflake, so I might have to repair that. But I'm going to go on to the next color, and then any kind of repairs, missed spots, you can come back to those. But I want to make sure I get all my glitter off. And you do lay it on thick, because it takes a good amount. I even got some way up here in the stocking. So once you get all your glitter out, and I used wax paper to put underneath here, I'm going to just dump it all onto a paper towel because I'm probably going to need some more blue. Just make sure you get all your little excess off of there that tends to stick, those little glitter. And then next we're going to do silver. And you can use either gray fabric paint or white. But that's supposed to be Liam. It's supposed to be an L. I guess I was doing it at an angle. That's just going to have to do. He's only 9 months. He won't be able to read. But you just do your best. Okay, so let's put that one. I'm just going to put that there. And I'm going to take all my... and actually, I'll show you here. I've done some... what you can do to save them. I've done this, stapled them up just so that it... you can use a cone. Let's see, one of these, a little funnel if you like, or you can just do the paper to funnel it back into your container. But for now, I'm just going to first of all put it all onto one piece. Take all this off. I'm going to put it onto a paper towel. But it comes right off of the wax paper. Wax paper is pretty slick there. Okay, so I've got that piece. And now I'm just going to get it together here and put it on this little piece of paper towel. And I'm just going to reuse my wax paper here. I know I got kind of a big piece. And you just knock off as much as you can. And probably ought to use the bigger paper towel here. Okay. And we'll just save that because I may need to do some touch-ups. That's a lot there. So the next color we're going to do, so here's the stocking again. Okay, and now I'm going to outline here. Okay, as you can see on this one, the silver. So anything that was white stitching on the stocking, so it was around here in his hat, the snowflake, I didn't do, if you can see these little bitty lines, it's just not very fine tip, the fabric paint, but if you have a really fine tip, you can do some detailed work. The gift, this I had little dots on it, like these little circles, but they didn't turn out too good because, again, I don't have a very fine tip, but around the gift, around his mouth, and around this gift here and this gift, and then his feet and the star down there. So I'm going to do that on the other one, but I think I'm going to fill in his little thing here, and if it turns out good on his little hat, I'll do it on that one as well. Okay, so yeah, I was going to do silver, but I'm going to stick with my white paint. Okay, so I'm going to do again on that snowflake. All I'm going to do on it is just the big lines here, because it's so detailed there. You can do it if you have, I'll show you here, very fine detailed. If you have something to work with, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to do, and I like to start the furthest away, and then so I don't start down here and get paint all over myself. So I used a toothpick to clear it, make sure it's opened. Okay. And we'll just do a little test. Okay, so just make sure it's coming out, and we don't want it too globby. So we start at the top and just work our way down. You want to have a pretty steady hand. And you can use a toothpick to fill in any, or to do some repair on it. And they don't have to look exactly the same, and this, you just do it however you want. So I've done that. I'm going to do a little bit of evening it out. I'm going to take a toothpick here and just kind of even the paint out some. So we got kind of the same thickness, so it's not too globby. And again, everywhere that you get paint, and as long as you have glitter on it, it's going to stick. Okay, so I've got the snowflake. I'm going to start here with his hat and just go around it. I'm going to kind of start down here and just go around. Again, when you're applying pressure, do kind of the same amount of pressure so you have the same amount of paint coming out. Just make sure it doesn't get too globby. We can straighten it out. Even, try not to be too jerky or it'll get all over. And again, this fabric paint, it's kind of like working with a permanent marker. Once you get it somewhere, it's kind of hard to get off. It's not like glue that you can peel off. This is fabric paint, which is designed to stick on fabric. Let me come around here on his hat. And this, it's hard to see. It's kind of like putting frosting on, and when it gets to the end of the thing, it just spurts it out, and then you have nothing. So make sure it's even. Okay, let me just do a little bit of evening out. Okay, again, everywhere that you've got paint and you put the glitter on, that's where it's going to stick. So try to be careful not to get it. It's kind of like coloring and staying in the lines. And my hand may not be quite as steady as it used to be, so okay. And I'm gonna actually fill in on his little. I'm first gonna go around the outside of it, outline it, and then I'm gonna fill in here, so you just kind of glob it, but then I will smooth out the excess paint, kind of like filling in. Just moving the paint around so it fills in the circle and kind of smooth it out so it's not too globby. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to do this. Like I said, I'm going to outline everywhere, like here on his little mouth and on that gift. Anywhere with the white stitching, I'm going to outline with my white paint. And again, I used the white paint for everything. I did it for except for the black. I did get some black. So I'm going to continue to do this, and then I'll come back with you after. I'm going to sprinkle the glitter on it, and I'll show you what it looks like. 'Cause I'm going to come back after it's done. It needs to dry for a couple of hours, and then when you touch it, just very, very lightly, make sure it doesn't give, that it's firm, and then you'll know that it's sticking to it. And then after it's dry, we'll take it off, and I'll show you the next color. But there's no reason for you to hang out with me while I try to outline this. But I'll be back in a little bit with you to show you the next step. All right, thank you for joining me.